Good morning, my friends. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I am so very glad you're here today. I'm very thankful for you, and I'm glad you stopped by to spend some time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, I got to work on something different today because everything's still in the truck. It's been raining still, and I have some other things that I need to work on too. And so I got out this advent calendar that I put together last year, and I just never finished it. So, it's got all the boxes and everything in there. I did a tutorial on this, actually, and you'll find that in my playlist. I want to put start putting the numbers together on it. So I have cut out some of the numbers already today. Probably won't be just doing that because, you know, that's going to be boring for a video. But I thought I'd chit-chat along with you and see how you're doing and get some of them started. I know I don't have enough numbers cut, but we'll put these on and then I'll work on some other things on it too. I just, you know, baby steps. And my board is dirty, and I could have cleaned this before I started filming, but you know, that wouldn't be me. So I hope you guys are doing great. I hope that you are crafting today or doing something that makes you happy. It is a hot day probably everywhere, so I hope your air conditioner's working. I hope that you are in a safe place and that you are feeling good today. So oh my gosh, you guys, I was supposed to go exercise this morning with the group at the gym, and I canceled. And I have to tell you why I canceled. I don't know. I need a new thingy. Had to cancel, you guys. I blew it last night. My next door neighbor was so sweet. This one's messed up too. She was so sweet, and she brought me cake from their dinner. And some of you may not know, but I've been recently diagnosed with diabetes, and I could not resist. I ate it. I ate the whole piece. And my blood sugars went out of control. I thought, you know, it's been 3 months. I haven't had any sugar. I'm probably fine. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, guys. Yeah. So when I went to bed, my blood sugar was, 2 hours after I ate all that, my blood sugar was 196. And I'm like, ooh, that doesn't sound like a good number. And they say at 300, you're supposed to go to the hospital, but I wasn't feeling good. Drink a lot of water and was feeling kind of not so hot. But it came down, and this morning it's in a normal range again. So whew, I'm okay, but man, I didn't realize that. I did. I knew better. I knew. I'd be lying if I said I didn't know. So don't let me say I didn't know. This is the wrong color for this, guys. I think I want, use the back of this to get that off. I think I want vintage photo. I think I do. This is too dark. It's going to look like, I want these to look like little cookies because I'm going to put my little gingerbread men on there. Look how cute they are. Oh, well, those aren't the finished ones. Where's the finished one? Oh, there he is. There's my little finished one. Isn't he cute? And I want to put make these look like little cookies that maybe he made. So that's too dark. Let's do a vintage photo. And I think I'm going to use a brush instead. I think that'd probably be a better bet. So yeah, that was the first time I've actually had sugar since I was diagnosed, or at least something like that. There's probably been traces of sugar in some of the things I've eaten, but not much because I've been really cautious about that. Because I'd really like to not have diabetes, so I'm trying to, you know, be over it, but that didn't work out so good. I'm going to still use this cookie because sometimes some of our cookies get burnt, right? So maybe it has a little burnt edge on it. That's okay too. So yeah, that was a fun time. I got a little nervous, but it did come down, and I'm all right. I was just feeling a little queasy, a little dizzy, and I thought, I don't know what my morning's going to be like, but I probably should reschedule my meeting in the morning, my gym time. So maybe I'll probably, hopefully I'll go this afternoon. Had to put in a phone call to my insurance today and say, hey, my house is still tore up. Can't use my air conditioner. This is going to get expensive when you have to put me in an Airbnb. Maybe we should get started on it, huh? And they can't put me in a hotel, guys, because I've got 4 bearded dragons I got to take with me. And there aren't enough plugs in a hotel room for all that. So it's going to get expensive if they have to move me out of here. And they're going to have to hire a mover too, because I can't do it. So yeah, it would behoove them to not get started on this house pretty damn soon. Excuse my language. I told her, I left a message because she didn't pick up. And I said, hey, you know, you could be my hero here. Help me out. We'll see how that works out. People are telling me I should start threatening lawyers. It's like, well, let's try the nice route first. Maybe that'll help me better in the long run. I need her to approve some of these expenses, so it would also behoove me to piss her off this early in the game, I guess. Maybe she'll be nicer later on when I send her my bill. All right, enough of that nonsense. I know there's people that have a lot more issues than what's going on here, and here I am crying about it because I'm hot. It's probably a good thing they haven't come out yet, because I haven't even finished cleaning out my kitchen with dishes and stuff. So that's kind of on me too. Of course, if I knew they were coming, I would have. But here we are. So I'm crafting today, and it's hot. It's hot sitting here. And I think that's part of why I haven't been putting up as many videos. It's just hot. It's uncomfortable to sit in here. I've got, when I was working last night, all of a sudden a drip fell on my arm, and I realized it was sweat from under my hair. I was like, oh, that's lovely. You know, just from sitting here. And I've got the ceiling fan on and everything. And then I realized my house was over 90 degrees and it was nighttime, and I had the windows open. It was cooler outside than in my house, but I couldn't get that air in. So yeah, it sucks to not want to be in your home because it's just too uncomfortable. No wonder I work so much. I'm just kidding. And I'm not one to, sorry, I said that was enough, but here I keep going. I'm not one to keep my air up that high. I mean, the lowest my temp goes is usually 75. I don't keep it on that high, so I can stand a lot. But 90 degrees when you're trying to go to sleep in your room and you can't feel the airflow, and you wake up in the morning and it's 90 degrees again, that's just rough. You don't want to get dressed. You want to shower, but you know it's going to be just as bad as soon as you dry off. But that's the coolest place you can find. That's pretty sad. Woe is me. I know. Some people have it a lot worse, and I'm sorry. Sorry to be complaining. I still am blessed. I really am. And I know that. So let's get some of these numbers put together. I just did 2 sets of each number because I know that's plenty to get me started. And it's not nearly enough to finish because I need lots of 2s. But we'll get some of these glued on. I kind of want to do them randomly anyway. And I kind of think I'm going to use some different colors or something. I don't know. Maybe not. I might just use all the same craft paper. But we're going to put number 1 over here where I feel like it should always be. And hopefully my glue isn't going to give me trouble today. I need to put some glue in my shopping cart. This is all I've got left. I filled it up the other day, so I used my refill. There we go. And I'm going to scatter these. I don't want them 1, 2, 3 this way. I just kind of want them all over the place because sometimes it's kind of fun to look for them. And I've seen other people do that. And I thought, why didn't I do that? Why am I so straight-laced that it's got to be in order? It doesn't have to be in order. I'll put 2 down here. Why not? 2. And then I'm going to go over here to this page and I'm going to do 3. I kind of wanted to do a cooking theme on this one. I thought it might be kind of fun with little gingerbread men and little cookie numbers. I thought that might be cute. And I have some Christmas recipe cards that would be cute on the front of it with the gingerbread man. I need to find those or create one if I can't find them. I'll put 4 right here. I don't know why. There's no reason really. And 5. There's 24 boxes and then wait, yeah, there's 24 boxes on either side, and then this is the 25th. So that actually, let's do, no, well, if I can find some gold paper, I think I'd rather do the gold paper on this box. And these boxes all open up. It's catching this way. So, and so let's put 5. Let's put 5 all the way down at the bottom. You probably can't see that because my camera's not that wide of an angle. Did I put glue on there? I think I did. All right, here's a 6. We'll go back to the first page, the first side. And is that a 7? Nope, that's a 4. I need a 7. I want to go in order so I don't skip any by accident. There's a 7. Oh, this might be a good Christmas gift for somebody I know. I'm going to put it over here. Ooh, I like that idea. I like that idea. I want to make some more of these before Christmas rolls around, so that I can sell some. I have sold a few of them and they love them. Go 8 here. 9 is the same as the 6. Put some more of these here. 9. And then we get into the double digits. We need a 1 and a 0. Oh, and I think that's where I stopped because I need more 1s. But what I can do is put, since I have to do this side first to line it up, I can put my 2. Oh, I do have another 1. Well, I only have 1 of them, I think. 7, so I need, I won't have an 11, but I can do a 12. What I will do, put this there. And then I'll put a 3 for the 13 somewhere. Over here maybe where you can't see. Sorry. We'll do the same with the 4. And then what I'll do is I'll punch out a bunch more 1s and 2s so I can add them to the numbers. But at least we'll get these glued down and they'll have a spot 14. This is going to be 15. 16. 17. 7. 18. 8. 19. 20. Let's see, do I have more 2s? I can't do a 21, but I can do a 20. Ooh, let's do 20. Well, I'm going to do a different color if I can. No, let's just do it. Let's just do 25. That way I know it's done. I couldn't find my gold paper, so unfortunately, I wanted to do it in gold. 25. There. We don't need a 26. We need, do we need a 19? I got 19. I got 20. 21, 22, 23, and 24 I need. So we can put the 3 and the 4. And then those are a few numbers I don't need, so I'll just have to cut out. I'll just cut out some 1s and 2s. Looks like 1s and 2sies, baby. And then I'll put, I'm going to get some other decorative elements, like probably holly and berries, because they have the holly and the berries on the little guy, on the little gingerbread dude. See the little guys. Where did I lost him again? I lost the finished one. But he's got the little, or the, you know, and then this stuff is on here. So I think those will be super cute on there as well. And I think I'm going to put some ribbon around this as well so that it will be tied. And I don't know that I have, what is this? Oh no, that's pink flowers. That won't work. That won't work in here. No pink flowers in here. Nope, nope, nope. We need red. This would be pretty though. I wonder if there's enough of that. Nope, that's in a, actually in a tassel. That won't work. That won't work. Let me see. I've got my trim down below me, so peeking in there really quick to see if there's any. Oh, you know where I need to look? I have another box of trim that's actually spooled. And I believe I did my whites and creams together, which means they'll be together. You guys, I have got some goodies coming in today in the mail, and I am so excited about it. Oh, I could do green too. This might not be the right green though. I've got these. This won't. Oh, I like it, but I don't think anybody else would. It doesn't go as well with this. Actually, it's really pretty. Maybe. I do have these Christmas ones. This one's too thin. No, probably not quite right. I have blue. I've got, here's some off-white. Ooh, I've got this one. That's too narrow too, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I've got this one. This would be really simple and really pretty too. I'm leaning towards that for now. We could put gold trim on it, but I'm not a big fan of that. It's got a flat side on this side and a pretty decorative side on that one. If it was like decorative on the both sides, I think I might like it a little bit more, but it looks like it needs to be on the edge of something. Here's some more green. I don't think that's quite right. Here's some more gold, maybe something there. That one is really cute. What about that? Should we use that? I wonder how well, no, but it comes apart too easy. Nope, because it's going to have to be handled. And I want this to last over the years, so I don't want it to fall apart the first year. That would kind of stink. So, okay, nothing else in this box. And this is not the box that I thought it was. This is another fun box. Look at this box, you guys. Look at how pretty these are. Aren't these fun? These were made for me in swaps. I love them. And got all of these beads that I picked up at a thrift, not a thrift store, but an antique store. And I love them. And I haven't used them yet. Well, I've used some of them, but not very much. And this is just scraps of vintage yumminess that I'm going to use someday. So I've got those. Okay, so anyway, sorry. I was dreaming off on a tangent. I think we're going to go, Okay, but this is not for me. And the green sitting here with the red, I don't like it as well. I love it, but I don't. I do have this color. What's this one? I didn't see this a minute ago. What about this color? That would be pretty. But I think that this one stands out more. I think we're going to use that one. Okay. Thank you for helping me with that. I do love this. But again, we got the flat side and the ruffled side. It's not what I want. Not what I want. But this one is clean and crisp. And I do love that for this. Okay, so scissors, please. Scissor me. Where is it? There it is. Okay, that should be plenty. And we're gonna go straight across here. Now, how am I gonna attach it? Okay, so this one is going to go, I'm gonna try to see, oh, yep, I sure can. I can lift this just a bit, enough to get this under, and then glue it down. Perfect. If I had thought about it before I glued the box down, I would have put this ribbon underneath it and just, it would have been held down by the box. But since I didn't do that, I'm gonna have to be tricky about it. So this end, I'm gonna try to go straight across and make it look like it's done like that, but we know better. And see if we can stick this one in there that same way. Just tuck it under. Sorry if my head's in the way, I'm not sure, but I gotta try to get this kind of straight-ish. Make it look right. Like it's wrapped, like it's a little present wrapped up. Did I get it? Hopefully so. I want to put this way so it doesn't glue down to the base there. All right, we will just let that go. Okay. Once that's dry, I'll tie that up. Okay, we'll leave that there. And I am going to go ahead and stop the video for a minute. I'm going to go see if I can find that recipe card, or else we'll create one together. Oh, I have another one that's like chocolate chip cookies. But I'm going to find what I need for the cover here, and we'll keep going. Be right back. I pulled a few things out of my Christmas box. I found the recipe cards. They're cute. And I think what I'd like to do, I think I'm going to cut this. I don't need the whole thing to make the point. So I think I'm going to cut this. I think maybe I'll put some papers underneath it to... I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. So this will go over to the edge this way, and then he'll be here. And I'd like to use, I probably cut that a little shorter than I meant to. I found this tool. Might be cute on here somehow. Maybe not. I also found this bag topper that I thought would be cute on here somehow, but maybe not. Also found this ruffle that also might be cute, and I was thinking maybe this would be cute on the side, on the spine. But yeah, I think I might do that. Need to stretch it a little bit, but I think I'm going to do that for sure. Let's turn that glue gun on and we'll start attaching things. I think I cut this card a little shorter than I meant to, and I'll get another one out and try that again. So I've got the stitching has already started to come loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this side down so that I won't lose any more, but I need to stretch this fabric just actually maybe I should hold on to that also. If I glue the stitch in place here and glue the stitch in place here, it's just about, well, maybe not, but I got this. I got this. Let's see if I can open it flap this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I think I can. All right, cool. That works. All right, so this will be long enough. And what I'll do is I'll move this ruffle so it's just as ruffled at the top and the bottom. And maybe, just maybe, I could use this somehow here. Might be kind of cute. Or perhaps I need to just use this somehow and put a charm on it. Would be cute too. I don't know. I don't know. For this particular recipient though, I'm trying not to make it too Christmas gaudy. If I go overboard, I might have to sell it instead. But I think it would be fun to load up with little Christmas goodies, little cooking Christmas goodies, and send it to her. So let's see what we can do. So let's see if we can make that happen. I'll go this way. Are we on enough yet? I think we might be. Let's see. I'm gonna need another glue stick. Let me reach in here. All right, well, I wasn't expecting to do Christmas today, but you know, here we are. And I had to think of something, and this one just kind of stuck out to me. And with the, I'll have another Michael's event coming up in a month. And I'd like to get more Christmas stuff done for that. I actually should probably be doing back to school stuff at that point, because that's when everybody's going back to school. So that's probably what I should be focusing on, like notebooks and stuff like that. And I've got some of those though. So I thought it might be fun too. And then I needed some men's birthday cards and I didn't take them with me, and I thought I did. And I felt so bad. So I told this lady, oh yeah, I got those. And then I didn't. And so men's birthday cards was something that could have been useful the other day. I would have sold a couple more. She was on her way to a party and needed a card. That's really cute. Okay, I'm so glad I have this ruffle. And it's gonna end right there, which is fine, because I can put something cute up there at the top. I guess I didn't need that glue stick. Put something cute up here at the top. And there. Okay, so there's that. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off for a minute. Oh, I need that for that other thing. Okay. So, oh, I have these. I found these in it. Maybe one of these, I wonder if these are too small to go on that. Probably a little too small, because I was thinking about putting one on the little gingerbread. Wouldn't that be cute? Kind of just stick it on his little front. That'd be kind of cute, but maybe not. I don't know. We're trying things on, guys. That's all. But I could potentially do something like this. Maybe I put these scattered. Talk about gaudy, huh? There's nothing wrong with gaudy Christmas. We say gaudy, but it's fun. I mean, that would be kind of cute, right? Looks like little buttons. Should I do that? I don't know. I'm not sold on that idea. Not sold on that idea. So I'll think about that a little bit longer. I do want to recut another one of these because I cut that one too small. So let's try this again. I wanted it a little bit bigger, like maybe there. We'll keep the pieces I cut off because we could use them for something else. And then put this like right here. That gives me a little bit more room for the dude. And maybe no. We don't need that piece. Okay. I like this. I am gonna sew. I didn't sew anywhere else on the book. I guess I'm not gonna sew. I'm not gonna sew. I also have ruffles. There we go. I kind of like that. The color's off though. Maybe like this one. And then maybe we could put something here that's Christmassy. I like that. That's cute. Maybe not that. All right, I'm gonna ink around the card though. Let's do that. I do know I need to do that. Where? There it is. All right, so I've got a few things done real quick, and I need a couple pieces cut for a design here, and I think should I go with this or should I go with everything else is actually white. Let's grab a scrap of white paper really quickly and see what we can do with it. Is that white? Nope, that's not white. But that is. It's cardstock though. How heavy is it? I think it'll work. Let's put this down. Oh, that was for that other project. I need these. These right here. And I'll show you what I'm gonna do with them. I had a quick phone call, guys. Sorry for the little gap there. Take that and that and that. Those cut out perfectly. I think, hopefully. I need that little dude. And oops. And I need that little dude. Come out, come out. And I need this little dude. And then all these little pieces. Ouch. Gretchen. Gretchen is panting over here. She is a one hot puppy. Those look like they are not. Oh, wait. Maybe they will. I don't want to force it. Some of these pieces might come out, some of them might not, but it's pretty tiny. There it goes. That one should come out too. And this one should come out right there. There we go. Okay, so I need that, and those pieces are trash. These pieces I don't need now, for now. Alrighty then. So let's move those out of the way. And we're back to what we need. Okay, so I need this little button thing. Should go right here on the top, I think. That's tiny itty bitty glue. Oh, getting it all over the place. Let's. I don't know where this is supposed to go. I think it's supposed to go like up here. I haven't had a hand mixer in so long, I don't even know. And then, you know what? I don't want that piece on there. I don't like it. I do like this little button though, because this is going to be red and it's going to add some color to it. And I think that this one would go on the side. Like right here is where I picture it. And that could be wrong too, but that's what I'm going with. So there we go. It's my crafty thing. So I get to make up the rules, all right? Okay, and then this is just a little, okay, so what I want to do is I want to get out some markers. This one should be red, and I'm going to use my fine tip and just kind of dab it, because I think it'll spread where I need it to. All right, and that'll be a little bit lighter when it dries. And then, as much as I'd like a silver pen, I don't think I have. I don't think I have a silver pen. I do, but it's in my that's white. It's in my my wax seal stuff, so we're not going to worry about that. But I can use like warm gray, and then I'll use Wink of Stella to make it sparkly. How about that? Just for these little parts. We'll just pretend like that's silver, and I think it'll be close enough. Ooh, did you guys hear that? My stomach is growling. I've got to eat right today. I really messed up last night. I shouldn't. I don't know if I told you that story yet about my eating cake. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. That's what I learned. Don't do that. Even though I keep thinking, oh, I'm going to kick this diabetes thing. I'm going to be able to eat what I want. Yeah, well, I'm not there yet. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. Because my blood sugars went sky high, and that's just not okay. because I was thinking, well, what about all the times before I knew I had diabetes and I ate all that sugar? I ate a lot of sugar. I ate a lot of sweets. Every day I was getting something. And I shouldn't have. And I thought, you know, it's not like I didn't die then. Well, it doesn't make it okay. I'm going to put some of this on here too. I'm just going to kind of put it in the grooves where the measurements would be, just kind of in here, just to make it sparkle just a little bit. I think that would be cute. And then I'll do the same thing kind of over here too. Just make it sparkle just a little. And I'm going to put some up here where I put that glue. Just, you know, make it cute. All right, there's my Wink of Stella. I know you can't see what I did there, but it just puts a little bit of glitter on there. Just a little bit, just a touch. And I think this is what I want to do. Right here. Okay, so what I did, I went ahead and inked, sorry, I did this without you because, you know, my phone call and I didn't realize it stopped. So I inked around the edges. I put this ruffle here that I had sitting next to me and I thought that's perfect. And then I taped off around here and then used my script stamp on here, and it wasn't perfect and I like it that way. We're going to put him here. We're just going to do that now. And put him here because he's adorable and he fits just great right there. We'll cross him over the edges of those lines. Wow, my tummy really is growling. I wonder if it's got to be close to noon here now. And then these two I thought would be super cute, like right here, just as little decorative. Maybe the mixer up above this way, maybe that'd be cute. Just kind of like decorative little elements right here. I think so. I'm going to actually use hot glue for these ones because it's got to get in the grooves there to make it glue, and I won't be able to press that wet glue down real easily. So these will have a little bit of height to them probably, and I am good with that. I'll glue these little pieces down because I don't want them to be messed up, but I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of glue down underneath them and then hold them there because I want them stuck down to the box. I don't think I'm going to do too much more to this. I might come up with something more later, but I think that's going to be about it for this part. For the front. Do you guys like it? Kind of cute. I probably should have inked around here. I wonder if I still can get a little ink on there just to color it a little bit. Actually, I like it. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. I just won't go all the way around. Because I don't want the dishes to look dirty. I just want them to look a little bit more aged. And I think that did it. That did the trick right there. Okay, that's cute. Can you see the difference? Can you see them? Pretty cute. Okay, so that's the front. That's the side. I still need to I need to finish this off. But I'm thinking I'm going to probably just put a charm here. Or, a charm or a dangle or both. So I think that'll be taken care of on its own. This should be done. We can tie this up. And maybe I'm going to start probably collecting little things to put in here. But as I fill it, I'll probably bring you guys along since you watch this. Because the person that would be receiving it does not watch my videos. I'm pretty certain. She'll never know. She will never know until she gets it. And that's the fun part. So, if you think it's you, you're wrong because you're watching my video. So, it's not you. Pretty sure she doesn't watch. These are going to be too big to put on. That would be really cute, but it's already got a bow. I don't need another bow on there. So, all right. The next things I'm going to need is the poinsettias to go on here, the poinsettia flowers to go on here. And I'm thinking I might just use the same ones as his hat and just kind of put it around the cookie. Because that would actually make it, oh shoot, cohesive. I've got some of those already cut out. I can kind of put them on there. It doesn't have to be on every cookie, but I could start putting those on there. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to probably save some of this for another video, because I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. Or maybe I'll start finishing it and then finish it off camera and come back with it maybe too. That could work too. I think I'm just gonna do, maybe I'll just do some of them. No rhyme or reason. I might go back and do all of them, but since I don't have enough for all of them right now, I'll just do some for now. This is going to be cute. I might want to keep it. Nah. I like this idea. I like this idea, and I like being able to spoil somebody like that. And I should be able to find some cute little Christmas or kitchen gadgets to go in here, I think. Some candy, some, you know, just little Christmas goodies. I think I should be able to do that. She's not a crafty person, so that kind of takes that out of it. I can't load it with crafty stuff. We'll put one there. Ooh, they're sticking to my finger instead of the box. I wasn't sure how I was going to finish this box, but I think I'm liking this. It's been sitting here for months. Well, since last Christmas season. Just sitting waiting. Like, how am I going to finish this one? I don't know. But this is super cute, I think. Okay, so I have one. Did I have one left? There's one left. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're even. I'm gonna put this one. Right. Well, that's no, that's too much. Let's put it here. Why not? Okay, so there's that. We got the leaves on. So I think that's as far as I can go today without taking a big old break and cutting and all the things and then coming back later today. So I think I'm going to call it quits for now. And I think we've got a lot done. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you'll be inspired, you know, maybe not to do this necessarily, but to do something fun. Christmassy, something, I don't know. Have some fun with your crafties today. Maybe get out some get out something that's been sitting there for a while. You know what else we could do? We're going to use this same ribbon, guys. We're going to cut this in half because I just realized we're going to need something to close this thing up. Let's go ahead and cut this in half. And here's what we need to do. We need to glue this in here too. So I should have done this before I put the boxes down once again, but I didn't. So I'm going to have to tuck this. Okay, there's paper here and it's actually lifting up, which is going to be beneficial to me. See how it's lifting up? I'm going to stick this ribbon right here in between. I'm going to put some glue down. That's going to be, I'm going to use that to my benefit. It looks like I taped this and I probably needed to reuse glue anyway. So that works out just fine. So let's stick this ribbon right here in the middle. And hopefully that went deep enough to glue that there. And this is the same ribbon I used right here. So once again, it'll be cohesive. It'll be samesies. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Hopefully this one will be lifted up a little bit too. If not, we can finagle our way in there. We'll need to be in right about here. So I will just do that. And now I've got room to put some glue under there. Yeah, definitely need to use glue and not tape on these because this glue has been sitting here for a year and it is coming up a little bit. So that is why I don't trust the tape, because it doesn't stay forever. Okay, especially in a hot, humid environment, huh? I think that's part of the problem, is the heat and the humidity. It might in other areas, but here, not so much. Oh, and you know what I'm seeing? Look, as I'm saying that, look at this. This is all lifting up too. And that tape is under there. I can see the tape. Well, now's the time to fix it. Now is the time. How in the world did I let that get away from me? My goodness. I could actually see the tape underneath it. Wow. So I'll have to make sure I go through and make sure all this stuff is really good and stuck down before then. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me and Christmasing with me. I think this is going to turn out super cute. I'm really excited about it now that I finally got an idea. So thanks again. I hope that if you found anything useful or that you enjoyed or what have you, that you will join my YouTube family by hitting that subscribe button. It's free. And I'd love to see you in the next one. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.